What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Lose Your Ass podcast. We are about to be joined by Bazzie, right?
Yes, he is a stud from Marshall and is currently in the CFL, which he's been in since 2014. Had his All-Star year 2016. He's known as the sack guy in the CFL. We're super excited to have him. New Toronto Argonaut, and he's joining us right now. But absolute stud.
Yo,
Hey, how you doing?
doing well. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Um, we could, if you want, totally up to you. If you want to be shown, right next to the mute button, there is a start video.
There we go.
There we go. Hey, how you doing, Alex?
Guys, what's going on?
Super excited to have you on, as you are known as the sack guy in the CFL.
Yes, indeed.
I'm not gonna lie, I was watching some of your highlights, and you are quite the enigma on the field. You're always talking. You seem like a great leader.
Yeah, I mean, I always got to keep the team going somehow. If it's not through plays, through just being voiceful. You never know how you can make an impact. So I always try to just get guys going in some way and fashion, and it's just my character, my personality. So I just let it show naturally.
It's super exciting to watch.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just been something that I always, was able to just naturally do as a person, and it rubs off on a lot of people the right way. So I just like to keep that energy going. But it's great of you to notice.
Definitely something that we enjoy.
Thank you.
Before we get to your amazing CFL career, we want to start from the beginning. So you came over. When did you come to the USA? I know that you were born in Liberia, and
Right.
you immigrated to Maryland. How old were you when that happened?
5.5.
5.5. What was that process like for you, even as a 5.5-year-old coming over here?
It kind of seemed like a dream because I don't remember much of the journey coming, but it was just kind of like I woke up and I'm here in America. It was a slow start. It was just kind of like trying to get acclimated to the lifestyle and the people. It was a bit fast. I was kind of an outsider. I was a foreigner in a way, so I had to catch on to everything, and it was fun though at the same time. But it was a great thing coming in like I did 5.5 years. So I think that was a good age where I was able to understand enough of life to be able to work my way through it.
Right.
Absolutely.
When did you start playing football?
I started playing football 8 years old, 7.5, 8 years old, third grade. Signed up for a little Pop Warner team in the area, pretty dominant team, White Oak Warriors. And I was never able to actually be on one of the championship teams, but they have won many championships in the area, and a lot of great athletes, have came out from that little league program. So that was my first start at 8.
Nice.
So if you could take us a little bit through your recruitment process coming out of high school and going and getting in selected by Marshall, and why did you choose Marshall?
Well, I chose Marshall because I had to go JUCO. So when I ended up, leaving high school, going to not JUCO, I would say going to prep school. So I ended up going to prep school, and Fort Union was just a better route. I had to get my grades up, had to get my qualifications up. I also had to find a school that wanted to invest in me once I get those things on the educated side done. So that kind of was how my whole process ended up getting to Fort Union. Once I got to Fort Union, then it was more so me getting qualified kind of late, and then Marshall coming on, to a visit, and just so happened to see that I was still available, and they found interest in me. And right away I said, well, somebody wants me. I'm out of here. And I ended up going to Marshall, and from there on, I just had to work my way up. I ended up walking on actually. They couldn't give me a scholarship, but just because of the simple fact that I knew they were interested, I thought I was going to be good enough to earn it. And it was a rough start, but I eventually did. I was on a mission, and when I got there, I kind of see how a lot of things work from the outside of perspective. You know, 'cause when kids get scholarships, is a bit different. It's kind of like practice squad versus getting a huge contract, in the pros world. So looking at it from that perspective, I had to earn my way to become treated, like a scholarship player, and to be able to have those benefits and perks that they did. So looking at it from the outside, I learned a lot. I learned a lot. I wasn't uh, open armed giving this or giving that. I had to work for every single thing. Like my first 2.5 years before earning a scholarship.
That's great. Walk on. We've had a couple of, I think, walk-ons on, and they talk about their experience, and it's incredible how hard. It's just that extra. It's like that carrot in your face that you need
Right,
to get.
right. It's one of those you gotta know why you're there. What's your purpose? Else you'll be wasting your time. It's one of those. Life's not fair. You're not gonna get treated fair. So you gotta understand how to maneuver and work about that. People respect work ethic. So once you kind of show your work ethic, a lot of even the players will gravitate towards you. Like, yeah, this kid fits in. You
Right.
know, it'll eventually come, and it does. So you're definitely right about that. A lot of the walk-ons, they all go through that similar story, and I mean, everyone has a similar story, but it all happens differently.
Right. So after your Marshall career, you went up north, signed with the BC Lions. What was that? What was your first year like in BC? I know you've been in the league in CFL for about 6 years now, right? So, the CFL for about 6 years. What was your experience like with the Lions?
It was a great experience. It was a beautiful place to be. The scenery. Let's just start with the city itself. That kind of broke me in. Having camps there and Kamloops, that was just a beautiful mountain site, and it was just that alone was just was something new and shocking, cultural shock for me more so because it kind of felt like I was somewhere I've never been, which I've been to the mountains plenty of times, but the view and scenery just made me feel like I was somewhere further than where I have actually been and gone before. Um, Also, that the team itself, the players there we had a great group of guys. A lot of people were willing to, a lot of players and people around the building actually were willing to embrace me and kind of teach me and show me the ropes of the CFL, and just take me under their wing. And that's what kind of made it real cool that I wasn't left out to dry and figure it out on my own. I was kind of given some guidance, and a lot of veteran guys there that actually won Grey Cup titles on, I think it was that 2011 team or 2012. So it was around there. So just to have those guys in the locker room, they kind of show me what to be hungry for in this league.
You then moved to Edmonton, correct? You were then with Edmonton this
Right.
year. How was Edmonton for you?
So I was there with Edmonton for past 2 seasons.
Okay.
And so yep, it was a great experience. The fans there are awesome. I love them. They're very energetic and going.
So now I'm going to ask you a question that might get you in trouble. We
Uh
had we had Shaq Evans on the show,
Okay.
Rough Rider, and
Yep.
he told us that the Rough Riders have the best fans in the league. Who has the best fans in the league?
Oh man, I mean, are you going off of actual fan love and actual, how the fans get down, or you just going off the quantity of people who say that they are fans?
I think that he was referring to like game day. It's very loud.
I mean, Rough Riders have a nice stadium, and Edmonton is pretty awesome itself. But of course, I haven't really got to experience that Rough Rider side, other than being from the enemy's perspective. So I don't think hearing a lot of boos, is appealing to me. So I'm definitely going with Edmonton for now.
Good answer.
Yeah.
So you're with Toronto now,
Yes, I am.
and in all this chaos that we got going on, how you feeling about this season? You excited? What's going through your head?
Fingers crossed, man, that we definitely get something going. I mean, the reason I say that, the simple reason I say that, it would just be a relief for everybody. You know,
Oh, yeah.
just to watch
Sure.
some form of contact. Like, who cares what you've been going through? If you know, COVID has been getting on your last nerves, quarantine, not even being able to, you know, fully practice, you know, how you want to practice or get your workouts in, how you fully want to get your workouts in. You know, due to overthinking health complications, you know, it would be fine, nice to just see people go out there on the field and play football like it's supposed to be played and have the fans enjoy like they're supposed to be enjoying it, you know.
Right.
Cold one in their hand and a whole bunch of chanting.
Oh, yeah.
That's so true.
So speaking of quarantine, what have you been doing to keep yourself in shape, getting yourself ready for the season?
Oh man, I mean, I just keep myself running, to be honest. Stay active. I got a 2-year-old, so he's pretty. He's pretty energetic, and he kind of tests daddy's athleticism each and every day. So he keeps me going a lot. I mean, just try to keep myself active anyway. You know, working around the house. You know, doing a bunch of yard work and stuff like that. You know, I try not to. I'm trying not to get overly caught up in you know, the whole physical aspect of the working out, such as, you know, the weight lifting too much. And, you know, just get that in when you get that in. But the main thing is just keep your body conditioned, because you have to use this time for your health purpose mainly. A lot of guys need to understand that you need to actually use this time this the most time we ever had off. Use it to fully recover your body the right way. Sometimes, you know, you trying to do too much lifting or, you know, overrunning your legs, you know, when you could, you know, you have enough time now to space out your workouts. You don't have to rush them in and getting, you know, just getting excessively too much working through the days. So you want to be able to just fully heal whatever's hurting you, whatever's aching or bothering you, get it fully, you know, healed the proper way, and that will be to get rest. So if they could do that, man, I mean, we're gonna watch a lot of fast and moving guys out there when the season come around.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of hungry guys out there. They're ready.
Yes, indeed.
So you were a free agent this year. What made you choose Toronto?
Yes, I was a free agent. Toronto just seemed to be a good fit. Simply, it was what the coaches, you know, kind of spoke to me about, and what they felt they needed out of me, and what I needed out of a team. The belief and the trust, I could say, was there, and you could just hear it in their tone. You could just hear it in the words that was being spoken. They really bought me out with they sold me with everything that they said about my playing style, because that's what I believe in myself. So for them to reiterate that back to me, I was sold on each and everything that was said, because I knew it was true. I truly believed that in myself, and they believed it as well. So that's what gravitated me towards them. It wasn't just more of the let's get them on a roster thing. It was more so how we could use you, how, you know, you could help this team, and how we could really compete, you know, for Eastern championship, and then move on to the next level. But to just take, you know, a game at a time. And I was balled into that.
That's awesome. Can't wait to see you.
Bro, I know. I'm excited.
We're excited too. We're new CFL fans, so we are excited to get started. We've watched a couple of the games that they've been playing on YouTube, and it really is incredible.
What you guys like most about it?
Honestly, the football, yeah. Honestly, the players have just a lot of the guys that we've had on the show are just absolutely incredible guys. It really is. You fall in love with the players, and I think we do that in the NFL, but to actually speak to you guys and know the work that puts on, because I think as Americans, we think, oh, the CFL is where people go just because they can't make, but it's not that. It's a brotherhood. It's this amazing thing. And I mean, it's very fast paced, which we love, but it's also incredible to see guys continue, and the support that even the league has for one another, not even just teammates, but the league really wants you. I mean, I've seen many articles about CFL releasing guys from their, contract so that they can pursue NFL dreams, which is at the end of the day, what you hope for in a league is that they want you to continue to progress your career, which is just amazing to see.
I mean, it is, and it's a great opportunity. A lot of guys out there might not be fully educated on the situation and what it can and how it benefits a lot of players, extending a career, extending playing opportunities. Also, a lot of people don't understand or get to see how fun the game actually is. It just takes a while to catch on to the rules because it's a little awkward from when you're talking down south, 4-down football.
Right.
Other than that, you take away the downs and maximize a little more kicking into it. You get a fun game out of the CFL, and it's happening so fast. Before you know, you're trading field positions.
I also notice, like, watching, it's like players have, not that NFL players don't have a fire, but the players have this fire, this intensity that every down is going to make or break the game. And that's just so fun to watch as a fan. I can't, all the times that I've screamed at my guys, come on, let's go. Like, and to see that in this league where it's every down is going to be potential make or break because the teams aren't that far off when you look at talent.
Nope. It gets very competitive. And then through an 18-game season, 18-game stretch before even touching playoffs, you have to think about the amount of guys who are going to get new opportunities and get to showcase their talent, who's been waiting and sitting down patiently until their turn to touch the field. So it's always exciting knowing that, at any given time or point, you thought you was competing against somebody good or finally figured them out. And then, boom, this new guy who you never heard of is out here on the field, and he's hungry because, he just came out of a situation who God knows who knows. And he's out here now, and he's trying to, show that he's still, capable of playing ball. He was doubted or whatnot. He came from here and got released and there. So you don't know the person's hunger. And lining up across from him, you have to be prepared with being that the field is much wider than the NFL field.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, so are you in Canada now, or are you in the U.S.?
You said what?
Are you in Canada right now, or are you in the U.S.?
I'm with the family right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we have the issue with the travel ban right now up to Canada.
I mean, consider as essential workers.
Nah.
We
agree.
As long as you have your, as long as you have your permit and everything and all your work papers, you'll be all right. But now if you're just going to go kick it, go to Niagara Falls or whatever, I'm pretty sure, it won't be that easy to.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Because the moment that they say, let's play, we got to play.
Yeah, we got to play. Yes, indeed. Like that Los Angeles jersey, man.
Yeah, I have wearing the Kobe.
Oh, great.
I got the 8.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you true to the game.
He's diehard.
Yeah, Kobe is probably the only basketball player. He's the reason I like Lakers. So after he left, I was kind of like, eh.
We're expecting a baby girl in 3 months, and we're naming her Gianna after Kobe.
Done deal. That's beautiful, man. Congrats.
Thank you very much, man.
Yes, indeed. That's beautiful. I know you excited.
Oh, yeah.
Should be. First one?
First one, yep.
First one, welcome to the club. Have one of my own.
Oh, also, happy late Father's Day to you.
Yes, and happy Father's Day. Late one to you as well, my guy. Okay, let's move on.
So, Alex, we always play this game with all of our guests. It's a rapid fire game, random questions, first thing off the top of your head. So I'm going to start. What quarterback are you most looking forward to sacking this year in the CFL?
Trevor Harris.
Didn't even take a minute. All right. We see that. I like it. It. I like it.
All right, so I'll hit you with a food question here.
Okay.
As I normally do.
All right.
Canadian bacon or regular bacon?
Bacon.
All right.
Bacon in general.
That first answer that comes to my head.
Yeah.
Bacon.
I love that commercial. You've worn a lot of jerseys in your career. BC Lions, Edmonton, now Toronto, plus Marshall. Which one do you think is the nicest jersey?
Ooh. Color scheme wise, or just how they fitted?
Just how they fit, how they look on the field. What made you feel that you look the best?
Like everything was just there.
Yeah.
You put the jersey on and
You put the jersey on and you're ready to run through a wall.
Oh, I say the Marshall.
Yeah.
We
are Marshall.
I say Marshall. That was actually because I was able to get on teams where the color schemes are actually like pretty cool and dope. But when I think about that, putting on that Marshall one though, it was just different. Like actually, like you said, which one makes you feel like you want to run through a wall?
Marshall.
Okay, yeah. I put that on. I feel like that color scheme is the best, and they actually have way better color scheme now, and the jersey looks way more elite than it did back then. So the newer kids now at the university is pretty lucky.
Oh yeah.
It always seems to get that way.
Even watching the movie Marshall, I want to run through a brick wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so at the end of that.
It's a great story that we have over there.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great football tradition for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you could choose one superpower to have, what would it be?
Damn, this is supposed to be rapid fire, and I honestly just thought to just to be able to disappear. I don't know why.
Defensive end guys always have that invisibility.
Yeah, a lot of people were like disappear invisibility. We got
Nightcrawler, man. I think he has it. Like he just, he poof and he ends up somewhere else. That's pretty dope. Just disappearing, he's gone.
Could you imagine your sack total? Like it's already impressive when you're
my
not
God.
popping up, and now we're just popping up out of nowhere.
Yes, just poof. Like what move was that? The ghost. Yeah, I like that. The ghost. Yeah, I think definitely that would be a superpower I would love to have.
Yes, for sure.
Definitely gonna get that contract increased once.
Yeah.
I'll never be late to meetings.
Also great for the flight too. You wouldn't have to fly up to Canada. You just Yes, exactly. Okay, we got one last question for you.
Let's bring it on.
What is your go-to pump-up song before the game? What gets you into that intense, I'm ready?
I honestly say any future that I play.
Really?
Any future that I play. And for some reason, that's just my guy. His music is just, he's ready to go. So I don't know where he's going, but he's ready to go. He's just always live and affected and wired up. So I just hear me some Future and I'm good to go.
Oh yeah. So my day job, I work for FedEx.
Okay.
Throughout the day, and when I'm in my truck, I have a lot of Future on my Apple. And as soon as I get to the first house of the day, I'm like bolting out of the truck.
Oh, gone, and you come right back. You're in there.
They actually did that in Atlanta. They blasted Future when they were in the playoff game versus Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. Because of that. Man. It was it was very petty stuff.
Very, very petty, man. That's very petty. But I'm sure he can't avoid it. I'm sure there's teammates who love that music.
It just gets you pumped.
Yeah, it definitely gets you going.
Alex, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you guys for having me.
We cannot wait to have you back. We cannot wait to see you with Toronto and the CFL season. Hopefully it gets started sooner rather than later.
Right. Real soon. But I appreciate you guys having me on the show. And it was a great one. So let's make the next one even better, right?
Oh, for sure. We're going to be talking about your 5-sack game next time on the show.
Oh, for sure. We're going to have to talk about that.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye, Alex. Y'all. Thanks.
Take care.
Stay well, buddy. All right.
Alex.
Bazzie, everybody. He's awesome. Great job.
He's great. So, you know what's funny? I was looking at his highlights. I'm like, this guy's intense. He's a little scary, but awesome guy.
Oh yeah, funny dude too. Funny.
But in the same sense, I would not want to be a
No.
quarterback on the other side or a running back.
I don't want to be on the receiving end of one of those spears,
Yes.
especially if
We-
it goes invisible on us.
And we have a couple of guys that might be on the receiving end of that. Speaking of guys that might be on the receiving end of that, our guest for tomorrow's show, Caden Johnson, running back with the BC Lions. Can't wait to talk to him. But
I'm ready.
Alex was great, and we can't wait to have him on again. James.
As always, stay safe, stay well, and I have to go get more hydration to stay hydrated. Peace out.